way, just getting everything sorted. Still getting stuff sorted, let's have something else. Now. Oh yeah, we're up. Okay, let's turn this down a bit, yeah. Let's turn that down a bit. Hello. So, yeah, back with another live stream today. Gonna try something a little bit different today. If I'm talking like there's people watching, then I apologise. To who? Nobody. So, anyway, so I did a stream yesterday. No, day before yesterday, where I kind of chopped up a Muse song. So, got the set open here on the old Ableton Move. On the left is like a little thing that's part of Schwung. So, in Schwung, you can get this little screen out onto a computer so you can see what's going on, which is kind of helpful. So, just a quick recap what I did last time. Brought some drums in, done this before, so some drums here. Yeah, some different drums. Then I had this vocal sample, which was there's a new Muse song out called Cryogen, and I kind of found a nice little riff in there that I quite liked, and I've chopped it up into something that sounds like these various things. Oh, it's nasty, and this is nastier. Oh, let's get a bit more volume. Yeah, nasty, and then just a dead simple one. You can hear I've got a bit of effects on there. And this. I actually did this through Play Me Electronic Drums, but that's for another day. And then this one, I was messing around with really detuning samples, so wow. Yeah, super detuned. Sounds nasty. I know there's another one there, but that's just a duplicate of the beginning. Did some basic bass, so really basic. And then the thing I did on the last stream was did some vocal chops. So now I spent ages on these bottom 8 samples, slices, and well, I didn't like them, so ended up with just using these 4. So just those 4 ended up using. So across there, and we've got a couple of patterns going. So I'll just play a little bit of it all together. You've heard it already, but I'll play it anyway. So oh, let's just do some halftime drums with that nasty sound. Nasty, really nasty. You probably can't hear this if you're on a phone, but nasty. So dirty. Okay, let's just bring some bass in now. So okay, and then I'm going to bring in the broken down guitar. Oh, it's like slices through your brain, that. Okay, let's bring everything in. Ah. Now it sounds like there's a vocal sample as part of that. It kind of is, but I just kind of sliced it from the main track. So, but let's bring our vocal samples in. Yeah! And then the faster one with the mental guitar. Go! Mental! But that's not what I'm doing today. So, today I'm going to try and it's a little bit embarrassing. I'm going to try and put some guitar of my own on it. But I don't just want to like play nasty rock guitar over the top of everything. I want to just, well, that's what I'm going to do. But then I want to slice it up and see if I can get my own take on it, see if it adds anything to it. So, we talked about it before. I've got this little positive grid amplifier. Say amplifier, it's a little speaker, but it's a virtual amp really with a load of DSPs in it. But I think it sounds ace. And then I've got this. Wait, let me see if I can put it under the camera. I've got this thing, which is a travel guitar. So I use this when I go out on tour. I'm not touring with music. I do video direction and stuff on a comedy tour. But this, yes, is my little travel guitar. Yeah, so you see what that is. So essentially a pony guitar. So interesting thing here, tuning's here. Tuning is here. And there's no switches, there's no volume, there's nothing. There's just basically a socket on the back. I can plug it in. So I've got that plugged into this here. Got that plugged into this. And then what I'm going to end up doing is plugging this directly into the Move via, we've done it before, a mini jack. I know it's not proper, but it sounds ace to me. So, I'm just going to pull that out of there so we can hear it. You'll hear this through my mic, so I mean, it's a rubbish idea of how it sounds. But you'll get an idea, just make sure it's on, which it's not at the moment. Little button on the side. So that's coming on now. So you can hear that. That's just coming through this amp. So let's just face it up like that. So that's clean sound on there. But I've got this, you can save some presets in there. And you probably can't see it. There's a tiny little light telling you which preset's on. So, haha. So I kind of like that one, but I also like that one. Which one as well? Told you we'd make some nasty noises. Okay, not sure which one I'm going to go with, but then what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to plug this mini jack into the headphone socket. I know there'll be people screaming, if there is anyone watching, going, that is pony, but you know what, I don't care. So that goes in there, and this goes into the input into the Move. So that'll kill the output of the speaker. So what you're hearing now is via the Move. So if I just mute this mic. That was a nice noise. So this is going in through the Move. So I mentioned on this vocal track before, I'm only using these 4 top samples. This. So I'm going to overwrite these other ones. Obviously, I've still got the sample, but I'll lose the slices. So I know I might keep, just because it's funny every time I'm talking about Cryogen. I can just do anyway. So we're going to record over this and record a new sample and then attempt to chop it up. So I'm just going to play just the drums and the bass of this for now, and I might just play actually this sample as well. So I'm just going to put a half-time drum in and this. Let's take the music down a bit. Okay, I'm just going to check whether I'm in tune and just see if I can get anything working. So I'm just going to do that for a second. I need to get the guitar louder. Okay, everything's a bit loud at the moment. So, let's stop that vocal. Okay, I can hear what's going on now. So, if I come into here and I hit record here, now it's asking, it'll show me the level that's coming in. So this here is showing that it's taking an input from the line in, which is over here. Yeah, so that little down arrow. And the headphones is showing that I'm monitoring it, so that's how we can hear it. So if I just twist around, I can turn the gain up. So select the gain, let's get a bit more gain. Haha! That's nasty. Say nasty a lot. Right. So we're into record. I'm happy with that. So when I want to record, I just hit a pad, but let's just try. Now it's not very interesting you looking at the move while I'm doing that, is it? So let's see if I can tweak this little camera to come and see my guitar. I don't really want people to see me, but if I press this, I've got some stream decks here. If I hit a button, we should. Oh, look at that! There we go. You can see the level going into the move. So, no, not there. Okay. Now, I'm not the best guitarist in the world by a long shot. And bear in mind, we're going to take this and we're going to chop it up. So that's the idea, is that we chop it up. So it's less really about the actual sound. So if you can hear some people in the background, that's because I'm in a shipping container in a place called The Yard. And there's some people outside. So when I hit, let's just go back to that other camera angle. This is going to be interesting. So we're going to go back to that. There we go. So I've hit record again. And it's asking me to press a pad to start recording. Now, I'm going to stop here. Before I start recording, before I do that, I need to make sure this thing is in tune. I know I shouldn't care about that. It's the old musician in me. But if it's not going to be in tune with the other stuff, it's going to sound nasty, but not in a good way, I think. Now, noisy. I'm going to turn this onto a clean sound. Somewhere. There we go. That's clean. Let's put that down so you can see that a bit better. Now, inside the old Move Everything, the Schwung, and I think it's actually in here. So Shift, Volume, that's how you get into the Schwung secret menu, Shift and Volume. And I press here, and I come down. There's a tuner! So let's try that. So, hit tuner. So, bottom left of the screen there, you see C4. So that's, it took me a while to figure this out. This is the target. Anyone who knows anything about guitar, not that this matters, you could tune your strings to whatever you wanted. It's up to you. But your bottom string is an E. See, it's showing there that it's an E, and it's going, oh, you're way off. So I just need to tell it that I'm looking for an E2. So just pressing the down arrow, coming down to, you see that in the bottom left? E2 I need to get to. There it is. There we go. And I'm not quite on there. So in fact, let's show me the guitar so you can see what I'm doing. So now, I think it's, which one is it? This one? We're in tune. So, next string, this one is an A. So, I'm going to move this up to an A. Oh no, wait there. So as I do left and right on the buttons, you can't see that. I'm pressing left and right on the move. So left and right changes your octave. Up and down changes your note. So I am looking for A2. So let's just wait for that to reconnect. God, those people are noisy outside. Okay, so A2. Go back to my guitar. You know what's happening, don't you? So let's go back to my guitar. So I'm not quite in tune, so... Oh, I'm too sharp. This is interesting for everyone, isn't it? I could just do this by ear, but I'm trying to be half proper. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, B's next, so... no, it's not, it's D, sorry. So next string's D. Bit sharp. There we go, so... Doesn't sound bad. Just going to do the next strings now. So the next one is a G string. G string. Next one's a G string. G string. And again, I'm tuning these with the bottom lugs down here. Bit sharp. There we go. B's next. Go to B. And the next one's the top E. There's E. God, they are noisy outside. If you could actually see me, it looks like I'm sat in a container on my own with some headphones on, which is true. But no one else can hear anything else other than my little guitar just making this noise. That's what's happening. Just turn the Move off so you can't hear that at the moment. Turn the Move back on. There we go. Something's gone terribly wrong on my G, so I'm coming down to do that G again. It's because it's G sharp. I did say I was going to stream everything. Okay, B next. We'll get there shortly. Need to get better at this. Middle one, B. Not bad, and then E. E. Right, cool, that'll do. That'll do. Right, so I'm going to come out of tuning mode. Go back out, back out. And we're going to make this noisy again. So, yeah. Noisy again. So I just switched over my amp there. So, yeah, so you can see, God, I'm going to be doing this cutting a lot. So you can see my amp there. So I've just changed that. Okay, so let's just have a little jam around now against this, which I think is just the drums and the bass. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So. Now I'm going to try and be as messy as possible with this and try and get as many weird noises as I possibly can. Okay, so anyway, we need to start recording, don't we? So I think I can just press a pad to record to, and I'm going to go back into here, and I was going to record onto here. So I'm going to record onto here. Let's go. That's just mirroring what the vocal was doing. Messed up there. Gonna try the octave down. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong again. Okay, here we go. Oh, messy. Want it to sound nasty. Oh, come on, Martin. We'll get it right. Come on. And they're wrong. Gonna try some random noises now, and a different sort of beat. So I'm just gonna stop that recording. So we do have that recording now on this first pad. So that's what we record. Ah, it sounds mint, that. Dirty. Ah, dirty. Right, so I'm going to record onto this next pad. Let's get. Oh, I wanted to keep that. No, let's get rid of that. Right. So I'm going to do the same on this other pad now. But I think what we're going to do is let's change the beat. So let's have, yeah, let's jam along to that. So I'm coming over here, hitting this pad. I'm going to hit record on there, and we're going to record onto this pad. Now that's recording. Right. try a different rhythm. Gonna make some. You know what this sounds. Nasty noises of Kaiko. Radiohead, that. Okay, still more straight. Double time. Oh. Right, that'll do. Oh, I don't even know if that recorded. That would be funny if it didn't. Okay, we've probably got over time. Okay, so let's put the guitar away. As much fun as that was. I'll just switch this off so I don't get it coming through. And I can unplug that. Right, so next job is to try and chop this up. So I've got these two. I mean, fucking love that already. Right, so I'm going to have to be quite limited with my chops. Also, thing to note, on Move, it names them by set. So this will be a recording somewhere called set 32, copy, blah, 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 blah. So I'm trying to think where best to sort this out. I think it is best in this, because we've got these vocal chops. So we're going to try and find some guitar noises in here. So let's start this. I mean that's... So if you remember what I did last time, good thing to do is get the length down right away. So I'm just going to go on to the second thing in there, bring the length down. Oh, I've done the wrong one. I've done that emptiness. I'm going to do this one. So length all the way down. And I'm going to take the hold down too. So I mean, I do like that, but it's not very guitar-y, so we might come back to that. So if I hold down shift and do start, we get right into the detail. So there's those noises looking for me first. No, not that. So it must be this. So how long's that? Okay, let's take the hold down. Put a little bit of decay. Just going to try that with a drum beat. Sounds weirdly out of tune. Try. Let's put the vocal on and have a listen. No, it's in tune with the vocal. Is that one I've detuned it a little bit? Yeah, only 8 cents. So. Okay. I mean, it doesn't seem overly interesting, that, does it? You know, but we kind of got that nasty noise elsewhere, haven't we? So, yeah, Muse is kind of doing that already. Hear it there. Okay, so we might just not do that. Let's come back into here. So let's look for something else. I like that noise. Take it down an octave. Maybe that's a candidate. Let's keep on going. Keep on going, keep on going. Ah! So let's turn the choke off on this so I can play along with the vocal. So I'm just going to go back here and put the vocal. So we'll go with this one. No, go with this one. So, what I'm looking here is just for the choke settings, so I'm going to switch the choke off. I'm going to switch the choke off for these. And I should be able to turn the choke off for this. Right. Filter it a little bit. going to do a low pass. There's something really nasty about that. Maybe it just needs to live on its own and not fight with the vocal. Just going to take the volume of it down a little bit. So let's just try it with a bit of guitar instead. So stop that, bit of guitar. So something there. Gonna keep that. So now that's the second guitar we recorded there. So now switch to choke off. Emptiness. So I'm just gonna copy this one. I'm gonna stick it here. So we've still got our other one there. So these are both the same. So let's try and find something else. I might just try and find the riff and see how it lives. Okay, so we need to find the start. So. Start with some drums. It starts too early. Like something there. Something there, I'm not sure what it is. So let's just switch that off. Go back into here. Switch the vocal off, so I'll go into a different one. Oh. Okay. Okay, good. I'm gonna try that. So I need to switch choke back on, which is here somewhere. And choke back on for this one. Okay, let's try it on its own foot without this. something there. Weirdly like that other vocal. Let me set the volume of this down. Okay. Okay, here we go again. No. Okay, I'm going to try and record something there, just for the sake of it. Fuck that up. So again, I'm getting there. Listening back. Woo! Maybe. Might try that with that big whoa that was going on before. Try it at half time, see what it sounds like. Dare I try it with some other guitars? Try it. I mean, it's nasty. I do like it. Give it some more volume. Okay, there's something there. I'm not sure what it is. Listen to it on its own. Okay, let's try and find another sample. See if we can get a third one out of that. I mean, I'd normally spend a lot longer than this, but we're just trying it. So I'm going to copy that here. And let's just carry on through. Oh, there's something nice there a minute ago. Where is it? Ooh. Oh, okay. Need to set the length longer. No, I don't want to do that. Set the length longer. I mean, I quite like that. Let's see if it's there at all in time. Yeah. So we need to go onto a new clip on here, else that'll trigger what we did before. Try again. No. Oh, something working there. So I'm going to stop it a bit earlier. Try there. I'm going to undo those last two things. Bit. Okay, I'm just going to start it a tiny little bit earlier because that first transition is not quite right. So. Gonna hold it for a little bit longer. Tiny bit longer. This one. Try again. Yeah, that's good, that's good. I mean, it's messy as fuck. So let's try with these guitars. Okay, I'm going to record that. Fuck it, why not? Okay. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do that. Nasty! Fucking nasty! Right, I need to do some effects on that. So maybe I'll put some of that delay on it. And maybe I do need to take a bit of the top off it. So we'll have a look at the filter. It's a nicer sound. I think I'm going to take the voices off the top. So it's got guitar. Okay, let's just try that. Ah, I quite like that. Okay, gonna bring some straight drums in now, yeah. And the bass. Yes! I mean, there's something here. I don't know what it is. I know Muse will hate it. I know guitarists will hate it. But you know, I don't care! Okay. Gonna just try and find a couple more samples now. Gonna go with that other bit that I recorded. So the other bit that I recorded was here. This is just more random stuff. So we've used this one. We've used this. We've used this. It's a bit guitar here, that, isn't it? So we're still using this one now. So I'm going to go on to... I'm going to get rid of that. So we need to take... So, because this is really long, so I hearing all of it, we just need to take our hold down. So let's take our hold. Give it a couple of seconds. And we'll start having a move through this. It's a different song that, but I'm going to play with it. Go lower. Ah. I'm gonna see if we can just have a little bit of a I'm gonna stretch this out to 2. Give it some more hold. Let me play that with some drums. Oh, that's disgusting. We're going to record that. Right. So, just drums. I'm going to come onto this new pad. We'll have the bass as well. So, I'm just going to jam over that for a little bit, making the most disgusting noise I possibly can. Now, the thing about the Move is it records all the stuff you do on the old knobs as you're changing it. So there I've just got an effect. I've got some grain on a time stretch effect, which I fucking love. So I'm just going to try and mess that up. So we're on this new clip. Quite excited now. Glad I didn't go home. So where was that? It was lower down, wasn't it? Yeah, it's there. Okay. Just stretch it a bit longer. Yeah, maybe I do. No, so I'm going to stretch it slower. So I'm going to give it some more hold. Bit more hold. Bit too much hold, so let's take the hold down a little bit. A little bit too much hold, take it down a little bit more. I Need somewhere in between, a little bit more hold, I think. Right. Yeah, that's it, that's cool. Right, recording that. I'll try a few times. Let's have a listen. Now, so I don't know if you can see it there. There's a little red light on that encoder there, which is the recording of that automation. You'll hear it now when I play it. This is nasty, man. Bit of delay, maybe. Dare I saturate it anymore? No. Might take the level of that pad down a little bit. This is kind of working for me. Nasty. Done something weird there. What a great way to start a song. It's nasty. So you could start off with. Oh my god. Okay. Gonna bring some normal guitars in and lose this. Okay. Gonna get some bass now. And then we're just going to get some pure nasty noise and bass. Ah! Okay. I'm really happy I got something out of that. I've got two nicely recorded. I've got 2 recorded guitars there that I'm really happy with. What I should really do is just go and rename some samples. I'll do that in a bit. But I've still got all these other... Stop all that. I've still got all these other samples to go through because I've recorded loads in here. And I've got all of that to go through as well. But you can see there is some kind of method to the madness. I'm trying to put some guitars in. I can't play that well, but some of the noises just make me smile. So I'm just going to try and build that into something. Don't know what this is yet. Loads of fun. Just to recap on what we've done. So we went in and we used the tuner. We used the tuner, which is in the Schwung. So tuner, come down here. There's the tuner. Is that going to catch up? There it is. And we were using this little guitar here through this positive grid amp here. Little mini jack direct into the back of there and sampling it. But yeah, that was it. And then we're trying to just cut it up across the track. Anyway, I have done loads of this before, and I'm going to continue doing it because I love it. There is one more thing I want to do. When you start up the Move, it does something, and you've got Schwung on it. It kind of announces itself, and it makes you feel cool because you've got Schwung. So I'm just going to turn the Move off. So press the button up here, shut it down. It says goodbye. You can see that. It says goodbye. But on the last little video that I did want to see the Schwung logo. So when you start up, you can't see. The screen's gone off there, but it hasn't gone off there. I wonder if this will capture. I wonder if it will. But let's just try it. It might not. So I'm powering up now. I wonder when that screen starts. I bet you won't be able to see it. You're not going to be able to see it. Let's see. This is exciting, isn't it? It still says goodbye. So it's still starting up on my machine. And it says Schwung now, but you can't see it, which is really annoying. So, all right, let's try something else. I've got some cameras here I can control. So I'm going to do this. So we're going to zoom right in. It's going to start to get broken up a little bit, but it doesn't matter. So we're zooming right in. Can I find where this Schwung is? Okay, it's going to be on there. Is this as far in as we can go? Okay, I'm going to lift it up. Right. Okay, this is... Let's switch it off. Right, so we're saying goodbye now. Let's see if I can get this up closer. Will my cables let me? There, and let's not reflect the light. Okay, where do we reckon? There? Oh, there's got to be a better way of doing this. Right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm going to get this camera off here. Everything's going to go mental for a second. But I'm getting this camera. And I've just managed to disconnect it. So, anyway, there ends today's stream. Ha! Brilliant. So, that's where it'll end. I'm going to get that Schwung thing. You can't see me anyway, so... Let's just end it there. I'm going to play some stuff out. I can't because I've unplugged my Move. This is hilarious. So we're going to end it there. Yeah, we'll come back another day and do this. Love it.